Welcome to Bedazzle Me. Today I want to show you how I made these really pretty, romantic love letter stamp heart earrings. I made two sizes, these ones here, and then a really tiny size heart. So let's get started. So first I took a teal color and rolled it out on the thickest setting of my pasta machine, and then a sheet of silver on the thickest setting of my pasta machine, and then I put those two together, trimmed off the edges, and rolled the final product through my pasta machine again on the thickest setting. It's really important. I don't normally fuss with trimming the excess, but it's really important to ensure that you know, since we're going to be using a stamp, you can tell where the clay is with regards to your stamp. Now, whichever side you put down on the stamp, that's the color that's going to be your primary color, and the color that is on top is going to be the color that your letters or your imprints will be. So I have my love letter stamp right here. And I want teal hearts with silver lettering. And so I'm putting the silver down first. And you can see that I'm placing this acrylic block over the top of my piece. And this is a little trick I figured out to help keep the clay from popping off of the stamp while you're rolling other pieces. So you can see I'm pressing pretty hard, and without the acrylic block, it was making the other parts of the clay come up off the stamp, and it would have ruined the stamp imprint. So using this block, I can really push down hard and make sure that my stamp has nice, clean, fine edges. So here is my clay after I have removed it from the stamp, and I'm just going to pull it off of my acrylic block with my tissue blade so that I can put it on my regular workspace and not worry about it moving around. You want it to kind of stick to your workspace for this next part. So this next part kind of makes me think that this project is sort of a type of makume gane technique, or maybe a cross between like a set and slice and a makume gane. So you can see my clay after pulling it off the stamp, and the stamp really did do a good job of getting a really deep impression. And so now I'm just taking my tissue blade and slicing off very, very thin pieces off of the top. And then this is where the magic starts to happen. And the key here is to go thin, thin, thin. It's a lot easier to cut more because you didn't go deep enough than it is to cut too deep and try to repair it. So just go easy, very thin slices, a little at a time, is the key. And we're just going to keep slicing. And as you can see what it starts to look like, only the teal or the blue piece will be visible, and the gray will be almost entirely gone except for the lettering. So I'm turning it sideways and just putting it back onto my block because as it turned out, I wanted a little bit more control over it. And I found that this particular stamp was easier to slice it horizontally like this. And as you can see, it start to come through what it's going to look like when we're done. You can see that the only remaining clay that is silver is in those deep stamped letters, and everything else is blue. Just exactly what I was wanting. And just very, very thin slices. I think this is so cool. Look at it! Isn't this fun? So you can start to see, so that right there, I went a little too deep, and I just tried to smooth it over, and that time it turned out okay. If you go too deep, you can see I went a little too deep right on the one I just came up from. And as you can see, we get too much of the blue and not enough of the silver. So that's why you don't want to go too deep. Go too deep, then whatever design was on your stamp won't be left. You'll be left with just that the primary color that you used. Okay, so once I had everything shaved off, I'm going to take these two cutters, and one was this size heart and the other one was really little. This is after baking, so I just put two pieces together and put an eye pin in the middle and baked on the my manufacturer's instructions. And then I wanted sort of a long earring piece, and so I cut pretty long chains. You can see here it dangles below my chin, and I just love how it came out. But I attached this delicate chain to the earrings and put eye hooks on them, and so those are the bigger hearts, and then here are the smaller ones. Again, I wanted a really long chain, so basically, you know, same concept. Look how freaking adorable those are. So fun. This was the most fun project in polymer clay that I've done in a while. As you can see, it makes me smile. The dangles, you'll see my dimples pop up in a minute. I had so much fun making with you today. I hope that you enjoyed this. If you try this, let me know how yours turned out by leaving a photo in the comments below. We'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye!